A life filled with meaning, NIMPACTN, reduction. A human life is not just a series of random events, not just an existence from birth to death. It is a profound, multifaceted journey filled with meanings, discoveries, struggles, and joys. Every person, to some extent, strives to live a life that is not in vain, to leave a mark, to influence the world around them, and to make their life meaningful. The meaning of life and the impact one has on others are two inseparable concepts that help us experience fulfillment and joy in existence. Chapter 2. 1. Understanding the meaning of life. The meaning of life is a multifaceted and individual concept. For one person, it lies in caring for their family. For another, in self-realization. For a third, in serving society or seeking truth. Philosophers, writers, and thinkers have tried for centuries to answer the question, what is the meaning of life? But there is no universal answer. Meaning is formed in the depths of our consciousness, based on our beliefs, goals, values, and culture. It can change over time, evolving with us, taking on new forms as we mature, gain experience, and face different life circumstances. A truly meaningful life is one where a person understands their priorities, goals, and aspirations, and consciously moves towards them. It is not blind submission to external expectations, but inner work to identify one's deepest desires and realize them in real life. Chapter 2. How to find the meaning of your life. The search for meaning is not a one-time task, but a continuous process. Here are several approaches that help bring clarity and fill life with meaning. Reflection. The first step is turning inward. It's helpful to ask yourself, what brings me joy? What activities inspire me? What would I like to leave behind? Writing down your thoughts and keeping a journal are effective tools for self-discovery. Goals and dreams. Realizing personal goals helps structure life. Dreams provide energy. They guide and inspire action, filling life with purposeful movement. Forward. Serving others. Many find meaning in helping other people. This can be work in the social sphere, volunteering, or caring for loved ones. Serving society allows one to rise above selfishness and feel their impact on the world, taking responsibility. Meaning often arises where a person takes responsibility for their life, actions, and future. When one stops making excuses and starts acting consciously, they feel inner strength, lifelong learning. Gaining new knowledge, developing skills, and broadening horizons fill life with meaning. Every day is an opportunity to learn something new and become better than you were yesterday. Chapter 3. What it means to influence others. A person's influence can be direct or indirect. Direct influence includes raising children, mentoring, teaching, and leadership. Indirect influence manifests in how a person lives, the values they uphold, how kind and empathetic they are toward others. Influence begins with small things. Even a simple smile, a kind word, or support during a difficult time can change someone's day or even their life. Sometimes the most significant changes happen quietly in someone else's heart. Influence is greatly amplified when a person lives according to their values. When words match actions, when principles are demonstrated through behavior, people begin to sense authenticity and are inspired by the example. Chapter 4. Balance between self and others. 1. Of the important components of a meaningful and impactful life is the ability to balance caring for oneself and caring for others. Some people completely devote themselves to serving others, forgetting about their own needs, while others live only for their personal benefit. True meaning is revealed when a person does not oppose their interests to those of others, but seeks harmony. Self-care helps maintain energy, health, clarity of mind, and an open heart, making it possible to have a long-lasting positive influence on the world. Chapter 5. Small steps, big results. Many people underestimate the power of small actions. In the pursuit of grand meanings and great achievements, one can overlook the importance of daily small steps. But it is precisely these small actions every day that shape character, influence thinking, and gradually change life for the better. Every day, you can contribute to a meaningful life, perform your work honestly, show kindness to loved ones and strangers, develop talents and learn new things, support those in need, remind yourself of your goals, and move toward them. Over time, these small actions accumulate like drops of water filling a river and form a large, full life with deep meaning and lasting influence on the world. Chapter 6. Examples of a life of meaning and impact. History offers many examples of people who filled their lives with meaning and influenced millions. But it's important to remember that influence is not always measured by the number of followers or the scale of fame. Albert Schweitzer dedicated his life to serving the poorest in Africa, combining medical practice with a philosophical quest for life's meaning. His example shows that meaning is born in service and love for humanity. Mother Teresa became a symbol of selfless love and assistance to the most needy. Her influence spread far beyond Calcutta, inspiring people around the world to follow the path of kindness. Ordinary people who aren't mentioned in history books can also live lives filled with meaning. A teacher who inspires children to grow, a doctor who saves lives every day, a parent who teaches their children to be honest and kind, a person who, despite hardships, keeps faith in goodness and helps others. Chapter 7. Obstacles on the path to meaning and impact. The path to a meaningful life is not always easy. A person encounters various obstacles. Society may impose alien meanings, turning a person into a passive follower of others. Expectations, inner fears, and doubts can hinder the realization of potential and progress. Daily routine can extinguish the inner flame. To overcome these difficulties, it is important to be mindful. Important questions include: what am I living for? What is truly important to me? Am I living on autopilot? Continuous reflection and honesty with oneself help to adjust the course. Stay on the true path. Chapter 8. Meaning and impact at different life stages. The meaning of life can change depending on the stage of a person's life in youth. Meaning often lies in self-discovery, learning, and experimentation. It is a time of dreams, trials, and errors. In adulthood, meaning focuses on self-realization, achievements, building a family, and serving society. In later years, people often reassess their values, look back, evaluate their lived life, and seek to pass on accumulated wisdom to the next generation. A life filled with meaning accompanies a person at every stage if they are unafraid to change, ask questions, and remain open to new meanings. Chapter 9. Mindfulness as a path to meaning. One of the main tools for filling life with meaning is mindfulness. Living mindfully means not acting on autopilot, not blindly following habits or external pressures, but continuously choosing a path that aligns with inner beliefs. Mindfulness helps to notice beauty in everyday life, see meaning in simple things, and be grateful for each day. It makes a person more attentive to their feelings and needs, as well as to the needs of others. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, journaling, walking in silence, or deep conversations with loved ones strengthen the inner connection with oneself and with the world. Chapter 10. Leaving a legacy. Every person, deep down, dreams of leaving something behind. This does not have to be material. The most enduring legacy is left in the hearts of others, through kindness, care, and by living as an example of a good life. Impact can be seen in projects created, homes built, books written, children raised, and help given to strangers. A person's mark in the history of the world is the sum of small but sincere actions performed throughout their life. A life filled with meaning helps not only to leave a mark behind, but to make that mark bright, kind, and constructive. Conclusion A. Life filled with meaning and impact is not a privilege of the chosen few or the destiny of great historical figures. It is a reality accessible to every person here and now. It begins with realizing one's true values, taking small daily actions, and being honest with oneself. Everyone can live in such a way that at the end of life, they can say, "I did not live in vain." Meaning is not created by external circumstances, but within us. Influence starts with changing oneself, with sincerity, kindness, a desire for growth, service to others. The path to a meaningful life requires effort, but it brings true fulfillment. It is a path where every day is full of significance. Every action has value, and every moment is lived with the understanding that your life matters and can make the world a better place. A life filled with meaning and impact is not a myth or utopia, but a real choice. And you can make that choice today.